Hey, hold on, we gotta. Okay, we go. Okay, we can't go live on that. Yeah, but top of the morning, man, to the people, man. Power to
What
the
up, though?
people. Power to the people, man. You know what I'm saying? Top of the morning. That nigga Dub was late this morning. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really had nothing to do with Dub, though.
He always on time. I'm always late.
Yeah, soon as he start talking, you feel me? Somebody call him. Soon as we get on, somebody call him. So I'm gonna hold it down while he figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody obviously called his phone. You can see he frozen right now. Somebody call as soon as you start talking.
That's crazy.
So I'm trying to tell you, you got to put it on do not disturb. So me being late this morning don't even matter. You just nullified the whole thing. You feel me? I win. At the end of the day, while he adding himself back to the stage, times three. Let me remove that.
What up, though?
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna act like we started over, you feel me? Hey, look,
It's beauties in the mess up and the bloopers.
right, look, this is what we're gonna do though. Look, we're gonna start making sure we air every Friday at 8 a.m. That don't mean we still ain't gonna do the other streams uh randomly, like if we got studio time. Sometimes we've been talking about doing it on Monday, you know what I'm saying, whatever, but we gonna start making our shit just rock on fucking Fridays at 8 my time, 11 Detroit
11
time.
my time.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna start doing it like that. Just so we get some shit that don't like whenever we go, if we just happen to go live or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Uh like we just gonna just do it. So we probably put out a
Gotcha.
flyer. If it's gonna be random, it's gonna be whatever. We just gonna make it happen. You feel me? That's how we
Definitely,
gonna rock
definitely.
that.
Well, Dub, how you feeling this morning, man? How you feeling today, man?
Um, man, I'm trying to avoid the distractions of life. It's a lot of distractions in life, man, and I'm telling you, man, like the way the distractions come, especially when it come to media, like when you in the media world, or you obsessed with media, or like you got your work as media, right? And I think I kind of got like a little bit of all of them. So my world just be like, you know, trying to avoid the distractions of humans that like I go by the mantra, like, if you tell somebody your dreams and shit like that, you put too much of your dreams out there, what you gonna do, how you gonna do this and that, the world will try to convince you not to do it. They'll tell you be afraid, that shit ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna be cool like this, that, and the other, blah, 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 right? You know what I'm saying, right? And I'm just trying to just be a dude that's just trying to push and persevere and make it happen in spite of all the distractions.
Definitely, definitely. At the end of the day, I always tell everybody, man, any content creator, anything you're doing in life, if they think that you crazy, you're going in the right direction. Make them dream so big to where people think that you insane. So if you make 50,000 a year and you tell yourself I'm gonna make 1 million and you end up making 150, you just made 100 more thousand than you did last year. So just get to it, you know?
Right, right, and that's really like the best way to be, because you already know being an entrepreneur just by itself is enough of a gamble in life, just to where you always feel like you want to quit, or you failed, or your success rate, or you might actually fail, have to double back and like rebrand, regroup, restructure, rethink, right? So already just living in the world, the entrepreneurial world, especially in this media world where we looking at lesser talents make varsity dollars. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's,
You know
that's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying? And that's not necessarily to hate on nobody or none of that. It's just saying that you could, like, even sometimes with the music, we look at the music, be like, damn, like that shit really ain't dope. But I wish I thought about it. I wish I would have did that. Like
Or
sometimes you
could or
sacrifice,
could or could have did it better.
right? You feel me? Because
Uh,
we been talking about, like, like we need like a club song and stuff like that. And my thing is that sometimes the simplest stuff be like the best stuff.
That's a
You
fact.
feel me?
We need us a sexy red man on Frequency 99, man, / Global Mafia Entertainment, man.
Yeah, just get out there and do anything. That way, even if I gotta go home and go like, I don't know what she, I don't that shit was crazy. Like that's like if I even if I'm like that, it didn't make no sense. What was the even if I didn't appreciate the rhyme patterns, but it was like it's doing what it do. Because one thing we can say even about Sexy Red, love her or hate her, she worked.
She
She put
worked.
in the work.
She worked. That's a fact. Look, come on. She made it to both Drake albums, man. She made it to two Drake albums out of three, man. Who doing that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Exactly. So
so
we
she
love it or
worked.
hate it, she going to work. And my thing is like I always just with everybody, I'm always on a hype. Like if you working, I don't care if you a content creator, a musician, if you if you a warehouse worker trying to get to be a shift leader, right? If you working hard, something gonna come, some good gonna come out of it. It got to. When
Definitely,
you ain't
definitely.
now, mind you, there are some people that just don't do nothing. They just get by in life. Like you feel me? Like they
Yeah,
somehow they
yeah.
still just make it's like some NBA players. They go, they got all the talent in the world, but they just squander it and just kind of spend a couple of years in the L, have a good game here and there that you like, damn, that's remarkable. But they really didn't do nothing to cash in their talent.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, cool, brother. Well, look, let's get to this first topic, man. What's the first topic for today?
Okay, let me see. I was sending out the live.
Okay, okay. Well, he's
Um,
sending out the live to
I
everybody.
I feel like we should double back on something that you was that didn't age well. With you. I had posted it the other day. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Two things about Drake. We're gonna kick it off with Drake, man. Listen, let me kick it off with Drake in the right way, right? Listen. First of all, right? First of all, I listened to I still ain't listened to the other two albums. I listened to Iceman, right? I was listening to Iceman yesterday, just kind of rocking and sliding and driving, right? And when I was driving, I ended up like, okay, I like the album now. At first I kind of didn't know, but Drake been like that to me. It's like some, except for the couple of classes. Some of the classes you could just put them on and be like, okay, this is it right here, right? But this album, when I slid, I got the 12s. You feel me? I'm slapping, and now I'm listening to some of his verbiage. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He said he using words like a bay cat slap. He ain't got no slaps. Like he talking like us. So I'm just letting you know as almost like a homer almost, right? It's almost like a homer. I'm damn near feeling, and like I told you, the Bear song when he shouting out Mac Dre, people act like they was hating on that, but look, we found out it was produced by Pilo. Shout out to Pilo, a real
Shout
true,
out to Pilo.
a real
Shout out to Pilo. Anybody get any opportunity from the Bay, Oakland area, shout out to them.
And he's a
Doesn't
real
mean
pedestrian. And he's a real pedestrian. So look, and then that song be a number one out here. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, bro, I remember when you was hating on that song. I remember that you was like,
I still don't like the song. I love the beat. Shout out to the producer, but that's one of the weakest songs on the album. Let's just be very clear. One of, not the weakest, but one of the weakest. But I do want to. I do. I'm not an Iceman hater. I promise you. I enjoy certain parts of the album, but I do want to. I'm a lyricist. You know, it's a line in that on this album. I don't even know what song it was on. It might have been on my song. The song I like. Make them not make them cry, make them something, make them know something. One of them songs. He got a line on there, crazy. He said, I was Aiden Ross streams before Aiden Ross
yeah,
streams.
oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. But see, look,
That
that's
was crazy.
bro. Look, listen, and it's a question right now. You can answer this. Rose Perry asks, who is Iceman and Pilo? I can tell her who Pilo is. Pilo for sure is Rose. You know who Pilo is. He came to that United Players event. He got the song, you know the song, man. It's the famous bass song. He looked like I think he like Filipino. You know Pilo. Pilo is like he a real Bay dude. You can tell her who Iceman is, but she don't know who Iceman is.
My theory. I don't know if that's really coming to life yet. But we don't know who Iceman is. I feel like he hasn't explained it. I feel like Iceman is just a cold-hearted dude who got his back turned on everybody turns his back on him. He just became this cold-hearted dude that's out for revenge and thirst because Iceman is basically 2 years later, he responded back to everything. And that's the thing about it, man. Like I do enjoy parts of the album. The problem is he responded back. Let's just Kendrick, for example. He responded back to songs off of Meet the Grams, Not Like Us, and he's basically like rebuttaling everything. It's like, dude, that was 2 years ago. Like it's the world moving so fast. Night Like Us came out in 2024, and you're rebuttaling all these things, and that's why a
Agree.
lot of people don't
I
care
don't.
no
I
more.
don't agree. Yeah, yes. And Iceman is Drake. Iceman is Drake. That's his alter ego. Also, it's a movie called Iceman, but they used to call it. He was like a serial killer hitman for the mob, right? But he wasn't Italian. He was the Iceman. It was another dude named Iceman too. That was just a cold killer. And he ended up having to go and do some avenging work too because they turned on him, kind of try to play him, but he was really a real cold murderer. At the end of the day, right? Listen, I don't agree.
I know you don't.
I just don't, bro. Like,
Listen,
I
Drake,
just
Drake.
and Pilo is put me on something. Put me on something. Put that on. You don't remember that song by Pilo? You got to remember it. I don't know if you hear it.
Drake, he wants to interview.
No, I'm letting her hear that Pilo song. That put me on something.
Y'all
Put
hear
me
me?
on something. That's the Pilo song, right? That's Pilo. You got to get
Y'all
real
hear
bad.
me?
Now look, I'm gonna say this right. As a rapper, right? As a rapper, right? And I mean, you come from like that, even though you from Detroit, you ain't like on no drill, you like an MC, right? And you respect MCs. I hear you on it, like, oh, he should have let it go. It's been years ago. But he never had a rebuttal. He had to get it off his chest. He had to. It's
No,
almost like it's like almost like stepping. It's like going to fight somebody that you know you're gonna lose, but you got to fight him for him to get your respect, right?
right,
So,
right.
so he had to get them bars out. Not only that, he had never addressed the Rick Ross stuff. Rick Ross hating. I even respect the way he got Future on there now. Now that I kind of went through the whole concept of the album, you feel me? I'm saying when I
How
look
do
at
you respect that,
you know why? Because the internet is fake. Everything is fake, bro. Everything
bro?
is
It
everything.
wasn't fake.
All this shit is fake.
It wasn't fake that Future was one of the facilitators of the beef.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Duh,
Right
let
now,
me tell you, duh.
want me to tell you something, bro? Want me to tell you something? Fat Joe and 50 Cent and Jay, I can name you all kind of dudes right now that was once in the heat of a battle. Only one that ain't never probably gonna reconcile is 50 Cent and Ja Rule, right? We can pretty much lock that in, right? G Unit versus Ja Rule.
For
They
sure.
ain't never gonna be cool, right? You know what I'm saying, right? But they come back now and be like, fuck the beef. None of it, because the way the internet is set up right now, none of this shit is real, bro. So it's like if you did something like that, it was almost like I could read into it and look at it for what it was. You feel me? We ain't friends in this shit. We gonna do this track right here just to throw them off. So that means you ain't really ain't nobody. And the song was called what? Run to Atlanta.
Another rebuttal from Kendrick Lamar song, yeah.
And you
I'm just,
see,
I'm just
look,
saying.
as you want him to be, you want him to be quiet about something that you probably wouldn't be able to be quiet about as an MC.
No. I want him to address it, 1 or 2 tracks, go crazy, 300 bars, and there you go. The
He's not
fact
gonna
that
address
it's
it no more. He's not gonna address it no more. You have to get it out of
hold
system.
on. Let's clip this up. You think Drake will never address this again with Kendrick?
No, I think he's like Jay-Z in the sense of not saying super MC. I'm saying I think he's like Jay-Z in the sense of with blims. Yeah, we'll hear blims here and there because it might be a bar. If it's a bar, he's going to take the bar. But I'm talking about this is more like a purge. This is like, let me just get it out. You feel me? Because especially because the gene stuff, he about to go do this deal, right? This new deal, right? So at that point, he just started from scratch. I'm saying, bro, listen, bro. At the end of the day, he was representing our soil. I don't understand the hate. I understand why you hate because that's kind of who you are. You feel me? Because like you like a Lakers fan and shit like that. So at the end of the day, I get it, bro. That's who you are. And then we can really talk about that.
It ain't a hate, man. I like some of the things on there. I can even name some of the songs that I like. I like Plot Twist. I like National
Some
Treasure.
bars. You said
I
some
like
bars.
I like Make Them Cry, the intro. I like Make Them all the Make Thems. It was 4 of them. Make Them Cry, Make Them Remember, Make Them Pay, and Make Them Know. All of them lyrically, chef kiss. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see. But what else we got going on, man?
Hold on, man. I be trying to share the live. Put that on something. Now that song in my head. Okay, we could we could go to somebody that don't make no sense, but we just gonna give her an honorable mention right now. Jalik Pino, the Filipino Sacramento. For some reason, they be trying to lump her with the Bay. She ain't from the Bay, bro. She from Sac, and then even the Sac dudes and Sac chicks go say she from downtown Sac, which is like old Sac, and old Sac is like more tourist, like throwback era. She is like, bro. So she just to me a clout chaser. She for sure online be like doing a whole bunch of rat stuff. She probably really shouldn't even really get no bar work, but to me, the significance of her is that she tried to put something out there about some rape stuff, right? With one of her, with Skinny, what's his name? Skinny from the Nine, another dude that was on Paperwork, right? But via King Yella, it was like a weird triumvirate, right? You know what I'm saying, right? And then 607 fired her from his thing because it was a video of her breaking it down, saying, "No, I didn't say that." So to me, bro, and we was talking about it before when a couple of episodes ago, when a chick go get her brother or her dude to go meet his doom, like you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Something happened and you send them up for to meet their doom, right? Well, if you don't, anyway, right? So let me continue on by myself. Let me continue on. Let me continue on by myself. We're going to clip this part too. This nigga crazy. This nigga crazy.
No.
This nigga crazy. You have to do it for the laptop, bro. You gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to start doing it from the laptop.
You're right. No, you're
You
right.
have to start doing it from the laptop because
You're right. You're right.
Or you're gonna have to get you another phone and do it from there that don't nobody call.
Right here.
You're gonna have to because it's like
right.
It's too much. It's
no,
too much.
Right.
Yeah, because it's burning the production.
You're right. You're right.
Burning the production.
Right.
Even though if we just live streaming, you can really just do what you want. But production wise, the way we slide and put it out, we might have to start thinking about doing a pre-record because it's just we can't.
No, you're right.
No, you're right. If it's a technical difficulty, it's different. But anyway, back to Jalik, right? Jalik, she just to me a scumbag, a slime ball. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put some allegations on somebody, even though dude already got his own allegations. Trying to put allegations on somebody, but she been all over the place anyway. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. I seen her story, and I mean, and my thing is, man, thank God he got cameras because he was able to.
Yeah,
he was able to put that footage out showing that she knew everything she was doing. But what's messed up is I didn't even know in Nevada, if a woman is intoxicated or anybody's intoxicated and you have sex with them, it's not considered consent.
Oh,
that's the what saved him was she was talking to another content creator and she said verbatim out her mouth, "I believe he did not grape me." That's the only thing that saved him. So he'll be okay.
But my thing is, what's the whole point in the first place? Like, why does she say one thing to somebody and then on video say like it just sometimes that's like to me, bro, it's like, you know how sometimes like an athlete or something get, charged with groping or some stuff like that. This is why it could be real, but you gotta question it.
And you gotta question everything. Listen, you got we in the air, you gotta question everything because there's so many smoke and mirrors, you know what I'm saying? And everything.
And for real victims out there, to me, it's like tainting it to where you could be questioning somebody that's really a victim.
That's a fact.
Right?
You see what they did to the Me Too movement? The Me Too movement started off as a great thing, and a lot of clout chasing women got into that group of real victims and messed it up. So now you got to question. I'm not with the believe all women. Right. I will believe them and handle the man accordingly, however he needs to get handled. But we need to see the facts first. That's what it is.
Right. It's like, you can't even really go kamikaze for nobody no more because they had you in a situation where you either end up dying or going to jail forever.
Yeah, that is a fact.
That's family or whatever. That's family or whatever. You got to vet it. Because me, like, I don't want to live in a world where if it's right or wrong, I'm kamikaze. Like, I want it to be right. If I gotta go sacrifice myself and do what I gotta do, when I go sit down, I want to know that okay, it's hurting no matter what how I gotta sit down. But I know for sure it was righteous. But really, hopefully, I just don't even really want to be in those situations. That's where I'm at right now, bro. I'm trying to retire, pay my little taxes, bro, and just sit back and just watch the show. To me, everything is just a show. Ain't none of this stuff really real. You feel me? I'm saying we try to put out some real content when we can here and there. It might not get the traction we want. We gotta hope that it do. But other than that, we just gonna push the market and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else, we can just watch TV.
Facts. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Watch TV, bro. Oh, I did want to double back on something. You had a theory about Drake, the album.
Oh, about me believing that. You talk about as far as me thinking that that he's gonna be on the Billboard album number 1, 2, and 3 at the same time.
Right. That'd be crazy.
I can believe that. I believe that. But here's the crazy part. Did you see the projections? They said it's so messed up to say only because this is definitely a big accomplishment. But they say he's projected to do between 475 and 500,000. Technically, that's kind of bad, but it's good. And I say it's bad because out of all 3 albums, normally Drake doing 6, 7, 800,000 a week. So the fact he got 3 albums, we already know most of those sales came from Iceman, as deserved. The other 2,
I think all that was a play. But not only that, bro, the industry is down right now anyway. Like, you feel me? Especially with Drake being gone, like how he been gone. The industry, he really was a dude that kind of held the industry down. Radio play, like, you know what I'm saying, and club play and stuff like that for a while. Like, even with the rhythmic, like, he was on the rhythmic charts and all that stuff, right? So I'm saying that the way, right now, bro, we know it, you know it. It's just everything is so oversaturated, and then like artist development ain't really rocking right now the way it's supposed to be, and anybody can just come out whenever they want to, and trash kind of get, is at the forefront, and then the creativity is kind of buried. So the industry is down. So I don't really know. I don't know if we could look at number the 1, 2, and 3 thing. That would be dope. I ain't gonna lie, no matter what the numbers say, right?
Yes.
And we was talking about before that we don't really know who's out, who dropped to be on that chart that's significant. Right.
Well, look, nobody important.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So that really could be real. But I think that even though you the marketing guru, I don't know if we could really how do you project today's market?
Man, hip hop is down, man. Hip hop is down. But here's the thing. Here's we talking about smoke and mirrors. You said it's been down since Drake been down, blah blah blah. But actually, it's been down since 2020.
Right.
It's been down for 6 years. But that's why country has taken over them charts. She's taking over them charts. Taylor Swift still dominating them charts. Adele still dominating them charts. Beyonce still dominating them charts. And everybody else just kind of fall in between. J. Cole pop out, do his thing. Kendrick dominates. Drake dominates. And everybody else is just kind of, they get in where they fit in. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Yeah. But 1, 2, and 3 is still fire. Regardless, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, to me, plus you already know them is dream numbers for us.
I think the only person who can actually mess up his 2 or 3, like for him to be 3, is either Chris Brown or Kehlani. They're the only ones. And those are still fresh new albums.
Because I forgot what Chris Brown dropped the week before, right?
Yep. And then Kehlani dropped the week before that.
Right.
So those are the only people, depending on what their fan bases are going to do, that can mess up probably number 3. Iceman's going to be number 1. I'm going to say Habiti will be number 2 because it's still dance, pop. But that Maid of Honor, if he outsell Chris Brown to Kehlani, that's going to be the sign of like the what's going to be. If not, it'll go number 4. But yeah.
And then what about your boy MGK? I just seen MGK on some. I ain't gonna lie.
MGK, this is the thing, man. I don't know. I didn't
MGK. Like it. I didn't like it.
You listened to it?
I listened to one song he had with I don't know who was on that song with him.
Wiz Khalifa. They got a collab tape.
Oh yeah, I only heard his verse.
Okay, well MGK got a collab tape. I don't even know the name of it with Wiz Khalifa. That was weird, but I do like MGK. Well, I did like his project that came out a while ago called Diablo. That was actually super fire.
Right, yeah.
But
I used to I used to respect his bars.
yeah, yeah. But him and Wiz Khalifa, we'll have to talk about it next week because I'll definitely listen to the album. But I just don't see if they would even have chemistry. I
I just didn't like what I seen on the gram when he was trying to he act like he was spitting bars. It just looked like I don't know, bro. He just looked like a white boy trying to rap.
oh man.
When you looked at it, I'm just saying, I done seen him gas some shit and look. It's just that now he look like a anime character or something. So it's like hard for me to take him serious.
No, for sure. No, he
Yeah, it's
definitely.
like
Yeah,
bro.
he
And
definitely was.
I'm an old head, so maybe I'm just looking at it from an old head perspective. Just some of the, too many of that. That's why I didn't never really like Takashi. Even before he was telling, it just seemed like it was just too many antics.
You hate Takashi so much, bro.
It's just the antics, bro. The antics. It's like it don't seem. It seems like sometimes when it's so contrived, like I could just tell, like it's not real. Like you feel me? So, and I'm not
This
saying
rap
everybody got to
not
be real.
real.
Yeah, and that's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying everybody got to be real in the sense of no gangster stuff and nothing like that. I'm just saying real in the sense of like it don't even seem like you wrote your shit. Like I don't, like if somebody else wrote it, cool, but you gotta. That's what we like about Drake. We know Drake ain't writing everything that he got going on, but his
Nah.
swag is his swag, so he own it.
You know what though? Drake definitely don't write all his stuff, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say I believe. At least I have to look at them credits, but I believe that Drake wrote everything on Iceman.
Yeah, Rick Ross even said that creatively, him and Drake, he feel like it's 1 and 2. He said he been in the lab with Drake like a lot, and he didn't seen Drake create.
Yeah.
Rick Ross said that.
I'm sorry. I know Rick Ross been doing some corny things lately, but I'm still excited about Rick Ross' upcoming album. I'm just saying that.
Here we go, bro.
I'm
Here
saying
we go
that.
with this Rick Ross album. I mean, I used to like Rick Ross. I'm more like the everyday hustling. Like I'm like that era still. Maybe like some of the later Maybach with when he had
You know the Maybach music was fire.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like that was like 2000s, like what 2000 what like 15-ish or something like that.
I think that was the last one he had. I think that was the one that had that one was fire too. I think it had
Right.
him, Erica Badu.
So
It was
now
a
here we are 10 minutes later, and you still waiting on that.
yeah. When you like music, you're gonna wait. Like, let me tell you something. If Drake came out, look, man, I did this. I did these 3 albums to get out that Universal deal. I'm announcing Take Care too, nigga. What?
That's
I'm
the
going.
that's different though. We talking about Drake. You can't even use Drake for one thing. If you talking about somebody old school, we talking about Rick Ross. You waiting on his bars to drop. You waiting on his beats to drop. Like I'm trying to
You
figure out what
catch the
part are you
things.
enamored with when you just looking and searching for this next album from Rick Ross, where it's just like about to be the dopest. Come on,
I
man.
have an
Stop.
album that you have not heard from Rick Ross that probably came out in 2018. It's fire. And
Yeah,
and
right.
the, and the production is fired by Mike Dean, Bink. You know what I'm saying? Like,
His production always fire, but that means just tell me that you waiting on the Rick Ross production to drop. Just say that then.
no, I'm ready for the bars and everything. Listen, we all
He
like
gonna talk about
movies.
how much money he got, his outfit, his outdoor pool, his mansion. He
Living
gonna talk
on
about
Star Island. Yeah. Repackage it. I like it repackaged. Guess what? Everybody that we like and that the fans like, they repackage it. Gucci Man repackage it. Young Jeezy repackage. Lil Wayne repackage. Jay-Z repackage. I still like it.
right. Okay, let's repackage the next topic. Right, the Kevin Hart roast. Give it to me.
Brother, I hated the Kevin Hart roast, brother. This is when I already hated it because I didn't like a lot of the white comedians being ultra racist. And I know this is gonna sound like a reach when I say this, but I feel they did this Kevin Hart roast and hired all of these white comedians to do white racist jokes against black people
Oh
in
yeah,
retaliation of what Drewski did.
I agree.
I believe I believe
I
that.
agree. No, I agree. No,
And
I agree.
And when I found out that they had 17 white writers, I said, "Oh, okay,
You see
okay."
Chelsea Handler came out against it because they start roasting Chelsea Handler and what's my dark skin sister name, the comedian.
Shannon Underwood, right? Or
Yeah, yeah, they start roasting her and her dead husband. But that she's
yeah,
supposed to have told them it was cool, and they could talk about it allegedly that she said it was cool. The whole vibe of it, like that's why I was listening to Dr. Umar. I'm like, the whole vibe of it, bro, was just
it,
off, bro. Like
it was
it seemed like it was
weird.
like a humiliation ritual. Or, like I don't know what was going on, bro.
It was super weird, and it was also a point. I don't know if you've seen this either. The Rock was drunk. Okay, he was a little lit, and the way he kept saying he want to fuck Kevin Hart's wife, Kevin wasn't fucking with that.
I'm telling you, bro. Like,
Kevin
listen,
wasn't. He
look,
wasn't messing with dog.
she said, it's going to be club songs. Shout out to the boss. She trying to agree with you on the Rick Ross. Cut
That's
it
what I'm
out. The Rick Ross.
saying.
Listen,
Rick Ross
okay,
gonna have them
don't
kids.
don't jump on board of that, bro. We already on the next topic. Don't jump.
But no,
Boss.
I hated
Oh,
that roast. I really did. It was some good highlights. Even with some of the white people, they had some good highlights. I liked some of the things. Like I like Tom. I like when comedian. I like when people do funny things that they're not comedians, but they do things like Tom Brady. I like that. That was kind of funny.
no, look, Kevin Hart was funny too because we know Kevin Hart was really in his bag right then.
Not,
Kevin
he
Hart
he
was probably
was.
looking at that. Kevin Hart was probably looking at that shit like this shit right here. Like, for one thing, I think that Kevin Hart, when they said the one joke about rest in peace, George Floyd, I think Kevin Hart at the very least shouldn't have laughed. They was talking about Regina Hall was in the background, wasn't laughing at all.
At all.
They said
And
that
they
was
ain't say nothing about her.
right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I think it was a couple of sandball moments, Draymond laughing, like you know what I'm saying.
He
But
was
when you in
tripping. He was looking like a Sambo.
man, but when you in the rooms, it's like, do you want to be the guy, or do you got the courage to be the guy to be like, hey man, this ain't right, and take a stand while the roast going on, right?
This is what I think. I feel like when you got a certain amount of money, you should. Now, if you broke and are you down, all right, cool. But if you got enough money to take the hit of if they cancel you, but you still sitting on 100, man, take that hit, man. Be a crusader and a freedom fighter. Be real about it.
Right, right. Now look, that's coming from two Brokelings, right? Saying that what you should do to fight the power. The one thing about the fight the power underground movements is that we don't be having much to lose. So as revolutionaries, we could always say that. But as people that's aspiring to pay taxes and don't want to lose a lot, I might have just sat in the room and then nudged you and be like, man, you hear this shit, bro? And might not have said nothing either.
I wouldn't. I would even if I didn't say nothing, I wouldn't have laughed. Like
Yeah. And that's why,
the
yeah, you at least when the camera pan to you, at least do gotta have a face like, what is this? That's all, just so you know I wasn't a part of it.
If
Just
you
like
know
if I
what I'm saying, you gotta hit it with. If I didn't want to laugh and I'm looking at you like I want to mess up, I want to mess up our sponsorships. I'm gonna hit him with this.
right, exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
I'm gonna be a
exactly.
me. Like what? Like what
Hey,
is
look,
this?
and Kevin Hart, man, I always try to give him a pass because I be feeling like people kind of be, and he's funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Probably not as funny as he used to be, but all the comedians do that. Most of the stand-up ones, because even Eddie Murphy, he was super funny on stand-up. His first, like, 10, 15 was hella funny, but then like later on, just like Morton, all the ones who start on stand-up, once they start doing super acting, it seemed like they kind of lose the edge of the stand. Like, stand-up be edgy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And in Hollywood gloss you up. So that's why I think I always still fuck with Dave Chappelle, because Dave Chappelle didn't do Hollywood enough. You feel me? For it to lose his edge. You feel he never really fully embraced Hollywood, and Hollywood never really they tried to embrace him and bring him in, but he got the fuck up out of there. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. That's why I fuck with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle. Think about it, man. He's one of the few, not the only, but one of the few that went against the alphabet people and
Yeah,
survived. You know
yeah,
how hard it is to
yeah,
survive the alphabet people, and
yeah.
and Netflix stood by his side and said, "What's up?"
And right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Exactly. And
that's the
that's why
thing. only survive when you got powerful people next to you ready to fight too.
Right. And that's why I respect Cat Williams too, because Cat Williams don't give a fuck. Like,
At
right?
all.
He
What?
gonna let you know that if anything happened, remember, you know why they killed me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that be the testimony. I mean, unalive. Sorry about that. Unalive. That's what it is.
Yeah, they definitely. Cat Williams was on Kevin's boy. Listen, I really hope that they squash the beef for real, make some money together. I feel like Cat can bring Kevin back to his rawness, and I feel like Kevin can open more doors help for Cat.
Right, they make it more commercial. But it's just that is Cat, like, is he willing to sacrifice some of the grit for
As long as Cat don't gotta wear a dress, he cool.
Just saying, bro. I don't know. We'll see. We'll stay tuned on that, right? But we're gonna leave it with the roast. It seemed like it was a roast on black people. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like it was an attack on the race. We hate to be those guys because I guess you got to really kind of be black to understand when we say stuff like that because people just act like they really don't understand. You always make it about race. Nah, y'all really make it about race. It's really y'all making it about race. We just know what it feels like to be racially biased. You know what I'm saying? And, just so we understand something, black people can't be racist. You might, we could say racist things. We could be bigots. We could do it, but it's impossible for us to be racist. That's why y'all absorb so much of our culture. That's why y'all do it, because in reality, we can't be racist.
We could be prejudiced and but
right.
That's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation. We'll double back on that, right? So now we're gonna segue to sports before we get to the nitty gritty. Jason Kidd, town business, Oakland, California, got fired from the Mavericks. Speak on it. Speak on it, bro.
I don't know, man. Like, I think Jason Kidd's a good coach. I think he's a good coach.
You think he got deserved to get fired? They just extended him last year.
No, I don't think he deserved to get fired. And it's like, why? And my thing is, when teams in the NBA lose, they always like the coach takes the biggest hit. It's like Cooper Flag, for example. Shout out to Cooper Flag because he's fired.
But rookie of the year, right? Rookie of the year?
Yeah, rookie of the year. Let's say Cooper Flag got injured. Let's say Anthony Davis got injured. Let's say Kyrie gets injured. In the same year, the coach take the hit. That don't make no sense. The only way that can make sense is if he was overworking their minutes. If let's say he made Cooper do 40 minutes a game for 26 games straight, and he not okay, I can understand that. But if you making the right substitutions and making the right plays and everything, he shouldn't have got fired, man. How you feel about that, man?
I feel like this. First of all, shout out to Oakland. You know what I'm saying? I got to shout out Oakland because without us, man, I really don't know what a lot of y'all would do. I'm just gonna say let's make sure we clip this part. This a love letter to Oakland. Oakland, man, I love you so much, man. It's so many things that we are part of. It's so many things we created. So many styles that get absorbed. So much language. So much effervescence. You feel me? We in the NBA, the NFL. We in culture rankings. Silicon Valley. We created so many things. So many things come from us. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Even when you look at the old school music box, that came from Soul Beat. It's things that just come out like, damn, we was a part of that, right? So somebody like Jason Kidd, just like we was talking about the Drake bass song that you hated on, that we're gonna make sure we clip so all the people out here know that you hated on the song. But at the end of the day, man, because Jason Kidd is a beloved Oakland resident, or not resident, but alumni, right? Jason Kidd shouldn't have got fired from nothing. He should resign from stuff. And he should have an opportunity to quit if he feels like it. You feel me? At the end of the day, y'all extending. They must got something else going on. I don't know if somebody just got fired that they feel like they could, like maybe they already got a replacement. You know how that should be the replacement, right? But to me, Cooper Flag might not have been the rookie of the year without good coaching. Because you had to put him in the right positions. You had to give him the PT. This and that. We know Anthony Davis always gonna let a coaching staff down.
Exactly.
As good as he is, when is he going to be good a season?
We got that boy injury prone every time.
So it's like at the end of the day, unless you're playing in a bubble, if you're playing in a bubble, you can count on him because it ain't that many games. Right? In the bubble, that was his year. You know what I'm saying? Right? But other than that, Jason Kidd, he gonna land on his feet. He gonna land on his
I
feet.
definitely hope to go to another team though for sure.
I think it's a couple of gigs open too. I think it's a couple of gigs gonna open up too. He might take a Europe, but I think Jason Kidd for sure. You know who else? Shout out to Avery Johnson. Dallas be kind of weird too, because I remember Avery Johnson was a good coach for them. I think for maybe 2 seasons, and I never seen Avery Johnson back. It's like Mark Jackson. Sometimes it seemed like, and I don't want to just say it just be black coaches getting hit, right? But it just seemed like sometimes opportunities or like the leash on them, yeah, you feel me, be kind of different, man. Like I don't know, so it just seemed like sometimes that you got to give a coach grace when like injuries and certain things. And not only that, the West is tough,
It's super tough.
right? What
Super
you think?
tough.
Oh, sidebar. What you think about Aaron Rodgers saying this is last season and Pittsburgh snatch like keeping it for last season?
Ain't freaking Aaron Rodgers like 48 years old? He need to retire.
Aaron Rodgers been the best quarterback in Pittsburgh since they had Ben Roethlisberger.
You're absolutely right. I mean, I just think it's just time to go, man. Let some new blood in there. He's fired. He's fired. Let some new blood in there, man. It's time to go. And just start over. Start over and see
But
if
you
they
don't
can
want
get
you
to the
don't want
next.
him to go. You don't want to see him on this farewell tour.
No. Mm.
It's funny, bro. That's how I know the difference with me. See, like you ain't really reached your OG them yet. Because see, it's a camaraderie amongst the OGs to always support one another when we may have passed our expiration date to make sure that we able to, squeeze one more or something out. You feel me?
I feel you, but he can go. He can go. He was fired. One of the best top 20 quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying all time. He got it. But it's time to go, brother.
Right. Next topic. If anybody be looking for a flyer, you feel me? Be looking for the flyer. We're gonna post them every week. You feel me? Make sure you be looking for it. It's gonna have the topics on there. You can even hit us up and ask us if there's anything we can talk about. You want to hear us talk about something. You can make suggestions. We'll alter the flyer. Make sure we put the flyer out all week, every week. Like, share, subscribe, rock with We Got Motion. I have to do that commercial real
Definitely.
quick. Yeah, that's why I'm on my phone. I'll be looking at the topics. Right. So now we're gonna get on to the serious stuff, right? Oh, sorry about that. One more frivolous topic. Dean and AB. We could what we doing with AB and Dean.
Well, tell me a little bit more about that.
Okay. They say that Dean the Great, and I didn't even know who Dean the Great was before this live stream stuff. I've never seen him fight. I didn't know nothing about it. Too, they got knocked out them 2 times. I don't even know if that was staged now, right? But even kicking the block with AB now. AB is a drunk, period. But I think that's part of the stick. I think the stick is, bro, you get loaded, get faded. We gonna rock through these plays. You gonna just be a drunk, crazy AB, and I'm gonna act like I'm always tripping. I think that's really they like Laurel and Hardy, right? But they supposed to have fell out now because some back end money was supposed to be paid. They supposed to split the back end. AB got the back end. They had a skit or scene or a real life thing in a car where he got a call about the back end and he told AB to get out the car. We ain't doing a stream, cut a stream off. We ain't friends, nothing. Then AB posts that, bro, he's sweating $750 on the back end.
The
Right
back
now,
end was $750.
they say now we could go principality. The principalities is any of the back end we supposed to share. Man, you got $30 supposed to split. I need my $15. Right?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at this from a whole different lens.
Okay, give me here.
I like that these prices and things are getting leaked. It lets me know we gonna be booking a lot of these niggas. We could book AB for that low. Come on, man.
But that I
I'm
don't
emailing
know
this team
though.
today, man.
But the back end could have been it could have been a walkthrough. We don't know what the back end was. The back end could have been them showing up somewhere. You feel
Look,
me?
listen. A lot of these cats out here broke, and they getting crumbs. You'll remember, and I think this one of your California's own, so my bad. But you remember what Cameron did to Cuba Gooden Jr. I mean, the Omar Gooden.
Oh yeah, Omar. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. I ain't
Thirty-five
gonna lie.
hundred dollars for a fake movie.
That was funny.
I can't wait. Hey,
That-
you content creators, you rappers, you business. If y'all mess with Frequency 99, I'm gonna hire you for a fake skit and have you looking crazy. We ain't getting violent. We ain't doing none of that because we pay taxes. I'm gonna hire you and make you do whatever the fuck I want you to do. And we're gonna laugh at you. We're gonna laugh at you in the trailer.
Shout out to Frequency 99, man, and Global Mafia Entertainment, man. Shout out to Frequency 99 and Global Mafia Entertainment. At the end of the day, right? Look, so we're gonna move on to touchy topics, right? We'll move on to touchy topics. These are the topics that could get us canceled. Trump.
Lord have mercy.
Trump, man. He didn't made it official. So the IRS, he sick the DOJ or the IRS to make it to where the IRS can audit and or sue him or his sons, I guess, post-presidency for any monies, right? The deal was supposed to be because he sued for the 10 billion or whatever, right? The 10 billion. I guess the deal was, look, we don't want the 10 billion. Just make it so the IRS can't never double back on us for no audits or nothing like that. That's the first thing that's on the Trump topic, right? So tell me what you feel about that.
Man, you put me in a crazy position. Pause. It was a smart move, man. Like, I hate to agree with the orange man, but that was a smart move. And of course, this could be a race thing. What I'm about to say, but I look at that move like, man, why Obama could make a move like that for us, man? Why Obama could do it for us, man? Because
okay,
that
wait. Look, so you talking about the reparations part? You
anything.
talking about? Okay, yeah, because I'm saying the part about him. Look, I can always say this, and I can be real. Yeah, for sure. Trump is a supervillain. That's the smartest move from a villain's perspective to make sure that they can't come after you once you're done with all the shenanigans. That's awesome. That's a boss move if you can do it, right? It's foul, but it's a boss move nonetheless, right? You feel me? Right? The part about the second part that we didn't introduce is the slush fund. 1.8 billion slush fund towards anybody, the January 6th Capitol rioters who may have been mistreated by the law, or have 1.8 billion in funds available for them to dip into for lawsuits and or whatever else. That's reparations. But we can't get reparations.
Listen, man, listen. Sometimes it made me feel like, man, well, I wasn't at the Capitol either, man. I should have stormed the Capitol too, man. If I knew this was gonna happen, that's crazy. That is insane. Like, the man is smart. Let me do a sidebar. We still on topic, but sidebar of just good business that he does. Years ago, when his first wife died, the one he married in 1994, she died, and what he did was one of his country clubs in New Jersey, I think. He buried her on the golf course at the first hole, which is it's so much death in that. But he buried her. She loved golf. She loved golf so much. But what people look at it, they didn't understand when he did that, it turned the country club also to a cemetery, which the government can never seize. What?
Like I say, he's a super villain.
Bro, Trump is Lex Luthor, bro.
Right. Like I'm saying, all that's dope. You feel me? All that's dope. But I'm just saying, for the little people, yeah, we could look at it from a strategic business standpoint, and yeah, it's raw dope. Because you got the highest, that you got the most powerful position in the nation, and you playing real life Monopoly. That's dope.
Right? Yeah, for you rioters that want to storm the Capitol, fuck you. I hope when you do get that money, I hope you all go broke. Fuck you niggas. That's all.
I hope the black people, did anybody black get arrested with that? Because I'm saying that whoever black, y'all need to go cash in too.
Come on, brother. You know when nobody black.
It was some black people there. They just didn't rush it. They was there.
Well, you know they're gonna find some way for them not to get the funds.
Right. You already know that, right? We got a question from the gallery too. Clarissa, is her career over? I don't Clarissa Shields? I mean Clarissa
Is Clarissa Shields over? Nah. No, because I know she got banned from the MVP.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. That was just a promotion thing. That was and not only that, that was weak because that's what they do. When they
They
broke up
all,
the fight,
you know
that's
how many people that do that? Do that all the time.
bro. That's the whole point of it. Because it's WWE. It's just like
Fact.
WWE, bro. That's all it is.
Let
So
me
if
tell you
I swing
something.
at you, if I do connect, if you hit me, you don't double back and sue. That's what threw me off. That she sued him. Not even the promotion company is bunk itself. Because how you promoting the fight? They promote the fight, and then you ban the person from the promoting the fight.
That made no sense. And listen, Clarissa Shields, Flint, Michigan's own. She until somebody really knock her out, she gonna fucking dominate. And I really hope the fight happens between her and Layla Ali, so she could beat the hell out of Layla Ali too. By the way,
But
I,
if she beat Layla Ali now, it wouldn't even be respectable. Layla ain't been training. Layla ain't
no,
ready. And
Layla been talking crazy. This is the thing. If
yeah,
Layla gets talking
but you can
crazy,
talk crazy. Listen, just because if Tom Brady start talking crazy about quarterbacks right now, he ain't got to go lace them back up and get back on the field. His career speaks for itself. When Layla was rocking in her career, I bet you, I don't think Clarissa could have seen if in her prime. I don't think Clarissa could have seen her because Layla was dominant in her career and boxing was less. Layla paved the way. Now it's more skilled and technical now than it was back then because it's better competition, just like basketball and just like female rap. It's more competition now. It's expanding.
listen, we got Motion Family. If y'all didn't know, now y'all about to know. Dub always champions the old niggas. No matter if they were good or not, if they over the age of 45, this nigga's gonna champion them. Layla wasn't that good back then, brother. She was okay, but she was not that good, bro.
You know what you remind me of? This is why you think LeBron's the best. Because the era of the people that was the best, you only seen it on ESPN Classic and clips. You wasn't
ESPN
there. You
Classic
wasn't
is crazy.
listen, bro. No, but listen, you wasn't right there at the games when you was on the edge of your seat, when you knew Jordan was about to get the ball and do his thing. You feel me? You wasn't there, like you wasn't in those moments. That's why people like you could say like people like Floyd is the best and not Mike Tyson. Because you wasn't just sitting right there and then 30 seconds later a person get obliterated. See, like, bro,
That's not true. That's not
you
true.
don't
Let me tell you something.
bro, you don't pay
Layla
attention to
Ali, I'm gonna tell you somebody who's around her age, somebody she could not fuck with, and she never got the fight, which was Ann Wolf, nigga.
right.
Ann Wolf would
And
have
why
the fuck out
did that
Layla Ali.
fight and why didn't that fight happen? Don't say because Layla ran.
No, I ain't. It could, it's some politics and fighting, but I'll tell you what it was because of Ann.
Right. So what I'm telling you is you think because that's just like right now, we could say everybody in the NBA post 2000s is trash because you can hand check in the other era where you could get hacked, fouled, and you still have to find a way, right? We can always go through the classes and see, right? Boxing is different now because it's better competition, right? It's more televised, right? It's still like a little fake and like a little theatrical and shit like that. But back then, boxing was more real in a sense of what you were doing and the show you had to put on. Especially Leia had to come up in an era where she had to knock motherfuckers out because nobody even respected women's boxing.
Bro.
She made people respect
Layla
women's
Ali.
boxing.
Layla Ali, let me tell you something, brother. Layla Ali is the Nicki Minaj of boxing. And let me explain that.
A legend. So a legend in.
No,
A
no,
legend.
no. She is a legend, but let me just give you the correlation. Nicki Minaj was the best because she had no competition.
No.
What? What? Okay, give me.
Anybody
What
she
was
was
Layla
actually was
Ali's competition, brother?
anybody she hated on everybody. So there was all her competition, right? But it was always motherfuckers rapping and shit like that. She just was so dominant and with the rawest crew. Lil Wayne,
Who
Drake,
was Nicki Minaj's competition?
her crew was the hardest crew. Everything about her, her rap skill, even if she was writing for whatever, right? She was the hardest. She was the
Who
hardest.
was Nicki Minaj? Give me 3 female rappers right now who was Nicki Minaj's competition during her run.
You talking about that was good? It was a whole bunch of female rappers that was good, but none
No,
of them had
nigga,
her
shut
push.
up. No, man.
I can't. It was none. I can't think of none that had her push though. I can't think of none that had her push.
It wasn't none at all.
I like rappers like Rhapsody. To me, like Rhapsody,
Rhapsody wasn't rapping when Nicki was rapping.
You saying Rhapsody wasn't rapping when Nicki was at her peak?
No.
Rhapsody been around, bro. People just didn't know nothing about Rhapsody.
Okay, right. She's been underground for sure, but we're
So I'm
talking
saying
about
that,
mainstream.
but what I'm saying, right? But that's what I'm saying. So somebody like Rhapsody could never be mainstream, even now.
She's like a what? She's like
To
a
me,
female.
to me, somebody like Rhapsody is a better rapper. Well, let me tell you something else. I used to like Shauna, right? But to me, Shauna never really got her due, even though she was with a real crew, right? You know what I'm saying? It's rappers, female rappers. I've been on female rap. It's just that Nicki, not only was she selling sex, but she was selling bars too. She had a big personality. Her whole package was dope. And she could hang with the fellas lyrically.
So tell me what was Layla
She didn't have no
Ali's
competition because nobody was putting female rappers out there like she was put out there.
No, I'm talking
She
about
was
Layla
the
Ali
Renaissance.
now I'm at Layla Ali.
Other than if we go back, and we're not gonna go back to Lil, because the first packaged rapper was like Lil Kim, Foxy Brown. They was the first ones packaged like that, like on a mainstream level. They was the first ones packaged, but she was packaged perfectly. That was the Renaissance. She's the Renaissance, the start of it.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one, brother. But but shout out to Nicki. She's definitely the GOAT. She is the best. Let me be very clear. She's the best. And
the best you saying the best all time?
Of women rap, yes.
You talking about lyrically? You talking about sales? What you talking about?
I'm talking about the whole package. She's the best. Ain't nobody fucking with her.
You talking about lyrically too?
It's always gonna be somebody can rap better than somebody.
I think because to me, I think Lil Kim rap better than her. It's just that Lil Kim throwback. I ain't talking about none of the new stuff you seen Lil Kim on. I'm talking about hardcore and all that stuff.
You said Lil Kim can rap better than Nicki?
I could listen to some of Lil Kim shit in the whip and slap it. I can't pull out no Nicki unless she a feature on somebody else shit and slap it.
But we're gonna go to features. Name one verse that Lil Kim got that was better than Monster.
Her and on her and Mobb Deep.
Hell no, that was a fire verse though.
And be very clear. On La Bella Mafia.
So you telling me
on La Bella Mafia, that was after hardcore. I think it was the one when she got out of prison. That whole album got bars on it.
So you telling me Lil Kim's, that's how I know you're in a real fan, because the song's called Quiet Storm. So you telling me Lil Kim's Quiet Storm verse with Mobb Deep is better than Nicki Minaj's Monster when she out-rapped Rick Ross, Kanye, and Jay-Z?
Rick Ross can't rap. And my thing is, right, is that Rick, you talking about out rap like Rick Ross is somebody hard. All he do is say, boss, I'm the boss. I'm the biggest boss. I got it cool. He ain't
What about Ye and Jay-Z? She out-rapped both of them.
It's generational. That's what's wrong, bro. It's generational. You know what you suffer from Willie Lynch syndrome. You want to pit the young against the old, bro. At the end of the day, if it wasn't for Lil Kim, it wouldn't be no. That's why she be hating on Lil Kim, because everybody's her competition. If we want to dig into Nicki's one of the biggest haters in the industry. That's all she do is hate. Hate.
You can't hate when you're on top of the mountain, man. But what we got on the next topic, man?
Oh my God. Listen. Look, hold on. This guy, hold on. Let's look at some of these comments. Hold on. Layla is the Lil Kim of boxing. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, and Clarissa Shields is the Nicki Minaj of boxing.
Yes, I can agree. Layla wants to keep her title. She's too, what she say? Layla wants to keep her title. She's too classy for Clarissa Shields' air. Listen, bro. I'm just saying, man, what it is, bro. See, it's not that I'm always rocking with the OGs, that I'm constantly in defense mode, because every time you turn your nose up to some shit over 40, like you know what I'm saying, like you ain't almost there, bro. You hope, listen, bro, you hope to aspire to be here one day, bro, and be vibrant.
I do. You know and I'm gonna be arguing with the young dudes about how Nicki Minaj is better than all the other young girls that Megan Thee Stallion.
Because somebody gonna go, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Lotto nigga fucking over Nicki Minaj. She really the best ever. Somebody gonna tell you that, and you gonna go, what? Just like right now, when you be saying, just like when you talking about LeBron the GOAT. Like, stop it. Anyway, let's stop it. just had to go back. Look, we gonna end it with this. You was talking about Elon being a potential trillionaire.
He's on pace to be the first trillionaire, at least documented, because we know we don't even got to go into the history. There's been people way
Right,
richer than that, but that's a whole nother story.
right.
But
But
on
where
paper,
he at right now? Where's he at?
I don't know. I think he's at like 400 or 500 billion, so like something crazy.
Damn.
But he did a deal though with this with some company who's gonna pay SpaceX like 1.4 billion a month. Um,
Damn.
yeah, like he got that SpaceX thing he got going on. He got a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm
Did
like, yo,
you
the
did,
first trillionaire
did you
trip.
see the clip of his ex, some young chick saying that he was showing her technology that he could use to it was space technology he could use to rig the election.
Nah, but it don't shock me though.
One of his little chicks came out. She said she didn't send the stuff to people like and all that just in case something happened to her. I thought I tagged you in it. She talking about Elon was showing her having a conversation with her about elections and all kind of high tech stuff and said he got some space technology that can help rig the elections. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just saying that's what she came on and said.
He got it. The men, fellas, y'all gotta stop pillow talking, especially pillow talking with these side chicks. Ain't nobody even also talking about Elon Musk got like 25 kids. Ain't nobody, and he done surpassed probably Nick Cannon. And
He ain't married. He ain't married, is he?
I don't know if he's
He
married
got
no
married,
more.
I think. I think he just play the field.
Yeah, he going crazy. And you know he got a kid. He has a kid where the name is symbols. So that,
No, I didn't.
but his son name is spelled like triangle, x squared, q, semicolon, parenthesis. It's
Oh, that
crazy.
is right.
Sound like a code to me that we need to
Right,
figure out.
exactly. Some type of binary code, something being sent up somewhere. You feel me? The chosen one. Because I be thinking he an alien anyway. Elon remind me he seemed like he just somewhere else. He got something else going on. You feel me? But I don't know, man. Shout out to Elon, man. Throw a brother
Shout
a
out to
couple of
Elon.
billions, man. Shout out
I,
to all the millionaires out there. Shout out to all the capitalists, man. We just want to join up, but we ain't trying to go to the back room and do no rituals, man. We just want to
facts,
pay our
facts,
taxes.
facts. And if we are dub the one doing it. But yeah, we good though.
You already know. They already know. Listen, talk about the AI assimilation. The AI assimilation is gonna go like this. People like me, when AI start doing the integration, man, when they take over the world, they gonna come snatch me up to work for them, man, because they know I've been saluting and embracing the tech the whole time. But you got
That's
people
a
like
fact.
John Wood, they gonna come ask me, "Hey, what's up, bro? Cool?" And I'm gonna have to sign off on that. So you might want to be cool, bro.
You're
You
right.
might
My
want to
bad.
be
You're right.
cool.
My fault.
You
My
know
bad.
what I'm saying?
You're
Might want
right.
to be cool
You're right.
because
You're right.
they gonna know I'm part of the resistance, and the resistance to me ain't what Neo and them was on. The resistance, like, bro, what we doing?
You're right. You're right. We gotta hide the fact that I'm like the John Connor of AI. So you're right. I wanna.
You
I
no,
wanna
you more like the Reese. You more like the Reese. Like your character dies off.
oh my god.
No, what I listen. No, what I'm saying. No, listen. You helped start the movement, though. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You was with Sarah. You was with Sarah. You feel me? I'm saying I'm more like the liquid metal. I'm like T2. You feel me?
You definitely T2.
I'm like T2.
You T2. That's a fact. I'll get you definitely T2 for
But
sure.
you're definitely not John. You're definitely not
That's
John.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
What
Hey,
else
but
we
look,
got?
we appreciate the chat tapping in. We appreciate you feel me, y'all. We're gonna be here every Friday for show at 8 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Look for the flyer one more time. We're gonna do the flyer, man. You feel me? Be looking for it, man. Tap in with anything, any inquiries, anything y'all want to do. You know, we got the global marketing, we got Frequency 99, we got Cowwood Marketing, LLC, we got Free But Not Free, we got Global Marketing Entertainment, we got Motion, we got everything, man. You feel me? Tap in, man. We do everything. You feel me? Podcast and everything gonna grow. It's gonna grow. We doing it. We in development mode. We appreciate y'all tapping in, whether you was in the live or you on the recorded version. We got Motion, man. With Cowwood.
Holla at us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, everywhere Amazon, Pandora, everywhere.
Right, exactly, man. Everywhere, man. Global. It's us, man. We got motion.
No.